Real women, real friends, real shit. We do this crazy thing called life together, but don't ever think that it means we're always on the same page. We're real people. We have our peaks and valleys, and we've been friends since the second and third grades. So as much as we're friends, we're sisters, and you know how that be. We've grown up together, laughed, loved, experienced heartbreak, overcome disagreements, became mothers, wives, grieved our parents, and started our spiritual gangster journeys together. Now we're sharing our fears, regrets, triumphs, and some shit we never even talked about with each other. With you.
You'll relate to one of us, both of us, or neither of us.
But you will laugh and cry and feel something. So grab your wine, your friends, and your legal marijuana and prepare to kiki with us
as we tackle everything from addiction
to ding dong
to dick. All love, no bullshit.
No bullshit.
We gotta say it. We can't not say it. But I want to say it like from addiction to DAC. Can I say DAC? Can I say DAC? Look, can I say it?
Why you looking at me? Welcome to episode 1, When Doves Fly.
Yes.
I'm Kiesha.
And I'm Serena. And this is the other side of
the bullshit. It's our first episode, and I was just saying that I'm super spastical because I get like that sometimes. So I'm not going to look at the camera because I can't.
I'll look at it. Hi.
I cannot. So, like I said, this episode is called When Doves Fly because you didn't see these faces before.
You better get you some doves.
And look at me. All that rubbing and all that. But that's like for another episode because that was a great experience.
Yes,
but that came from us knowing each other for 38 years.
It's more like 36. But,
Why do you think 36?
Because you was in 3rd grade and I was in the 2nd grade. And do the math right now, how old we are.
Don't embarrass me.
Okay, so it's 36 years. It's okay.
Well, I was trying to help you. Me. Anyway, so I'm Kiesha, La Kiesha, also recently known as La, and then also Minister La, and then also Keish, and my all-time favorite mom. So, I don't know. You ask me about myself, and then I'm gonna ask you about yourself.
Okay.
Cause.
All right. So you want me to ask you about yourself first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So La, I like La.
No.
By the way.
Nope.
No.
No.
What?
Is it called the other side of the bullshit with La and Serena?
Okay, Kiesha.
Thank you.
Kiesha.
Bad enough my niece calls me Auntie La, not knowing that Aunt Kiesha jumping that ass.
Okay.
But that's for another day too.
Kiesha,
Mm-hmm.
tell us about yourself.
I don't like interview questions.
I don't either.
I don't go on
It's
interviews.
weird as hell.
Like, I don't know, tell me about yourself.
Yeah,
That's how
weird.
I feel about it.
I agree.
But okay. I'm a former property manager. That used to be my title. I was evicting people and chasing other people's money. And then now I chase my own money and do whatever the hell I want to do and follow my soul's path through this thing called life. And somehow I'm able to like pay my bills and keep it moving. He is good.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know what? Honestly, not to steal you, but I don't know who I am. I don't. I am very lovingly figuring it out.
And that's the best place to be. You're in the present.
I am in the present. I've never been in the present before.
Me either. And it's beautiful.
Yeah,
It
it is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll be like, the past, and it's like, and I'll be like, the future, like, because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But we're here today.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out.
So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I am Serena, formerly known as Rena Love. And
You got the tattoo to prove it.
I do. It's an ugly tattoo. I can't wait to remove it. I was young. I was very young when I got that tattoo.
What is it?
It is a Tweety bird with a mean face. And it says Rena Love. And there's a story behind that, but it's for another day.
Wait, how old were you when you got it? Because I was not there.
I was 15. I was 15 when I got it.
No judgment zone.
I was 15 when I got it. And yeah, I was young, whatever. But, you know, it's another story for another day. We got plenty of stories, y'all. Straight up. But yeah, you know, I am in a beautiful place right now. You know, I can't even define who I am by what I've done. But I know what I'm looking to do. And that is to just be myself and finally be free to be myself in all of its wonderfulness.
And messiness.
And messiness. Yeah. It is messy.
Because it's really messy. What we've been doing is really messy.
Yeah.
It is.
And
it's
funny.
mucky. Yeah. And beautiful.
And beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. It's a good place to be.
Well, that's where we at. If it ain't a good place to be, I don't know.
It's where we at. But I'm excited to be here doing this podcast. This is a long time coming.
It really was.
Yeah.
But we had to get to a place in our relationship to be able to have open conversations, to be able to dive deeper, and to open it up for other people to be able to hear, and in hopes that they can get there with their friends, and they can get there in their relationships, and they can get there within themselves, because we is messed up, man.
Yeah, for real. And I didn't realize, but I didn't realize how messed up it was, because it was by the grace of God, and I'm so grateful, because it's like I was on this autopilot, right? But I always say thank God, because he kept me, like, when I didn't even realize I wasn't keeping myself.
Yeah, amen. Babies and fools.
Yeah, for real. So to get here, I'm just super grateful, because it's almost like having this like great awakening. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But then when you awaken, you're like, well, shit, like, where I been all this time?
How did I get here?
How did I get here?
It literally is like when you're like driving home and you be like, oh,
yes.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy for the journey. Yes. I'm happy that we get to share the journey together.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to cry today. I just feel all cry. I'm getting so old,
okay.
y'all. No, it's not okay.
Cry, girl.
No,
cry.
I can't. Not on the first episode. I mean, goddamn.
All right.
Anyway, so we'll talk about like how long, since we've only known each other for 36 years, I don't know what piece I included, but I suppose the future. Anyway, I'm gonna let Serena tell her little story, because this story gets on my nerves.
I love this story.
I love it. I hate it.
It's one of my favorite stories.
It is. It's like not even a good story
it's
at this
great
point.
Story.
It's not. And I feel like everybody heard, including the people that's listening. It's just a whack ass story. It makes me seem like a bad, mean ass little girl.
You were not. You were the bestest little girl.
No.
And I could see it. Yes, you are.
Anyway.
So,
go ahead.
How we met. It was a beautiful day outside.
Come on. You wasn't even outside. And you don't know. It was, no. Come on.
So,
tell it was, I hate it.
It was in the 80s. And we went to St. Cecilia's.
Petoskey, New Jersey. Shout
Catholic
out.
School.
Shout out to Miss Flannery.
Yes, Miss Flannery and Miss Howard.
And Miss Howard.
You gotta shout out Miss Howard.
Miss Howard was great.
Yeah, Miss Howard was
really
great.
She let me work in the office because I didn't like going outside.
She did.
Because I don't like kids.
She ain't like kids.
I ain't like kids. And I ain't want to play.
She ain't want to play with
because I don't play.
Mm-mm.
And I don't want to be in the elements. I was probably a sweaty kid. And
so, see, look at this. So we were children at the time. Okay?
She was a child.
We were children, okay? And this is what she was thinking at the time. But anywho, we met in the hallway at St. Cecilia's. They had this like practice where, you know, you had like bathroom time, so they would line all the kids up outside the bathroom. So
right.
You can wait your turn to go in the bathroom.
Because you got practice to go to the bathroom.
Right. It's weird. It was a weird thing.
It was weird.
It was weird as hell. So I just so happened to not be in class because I used to just walk the halls and stuff.
With her red glasses on, looking like Sally Jesse Raphael. So cute. And she had a sock inside her.
I did not wear the sock yet. That was high school.
What?
That was high school with the sock.
This gonna happen all the time. Let me tell you something.
Maybe 7th grade.
Because
maybe 7th, but it wasn't when we met.
I
I wasn't doing my own hair in second grade.
Maybe your mom put a sock in your head. I don't know.
She would have done that.
I'm gonna tell you this. These stories won't differ. It's hers, mine, and the bullshit. And I just okay. Sorry. Go.
So I happened to be walking in the hallway, and I had seen her before in school, and I was like, there's something about her.
Can I interrupt you? It was my first year at that school. I came from Camden School District, and the teacher there was like, get her out of here because I'm so smart. But I really think it's because I was like mad socially awkward. I think that's why she was like, get her out of here. I honestly think that. Okay. So it was my first year at the school.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I had been there since kindergarten. I was an OG in the second grade. So I happened to walk by her in the hallway, and she was standing there, and I literally just walked up to her and was like, you gonna be my friend. Legit. And she literally
probably did this.
She did.
So annoying.
And then she was like, little girl, get out of my face. Oh. And I was like,
sounds about right.
No, for real, you gonna be my friend. And she like, whatever, like, leave me alone. So I left her alone, went about my business. And then the next day, I saw her in the hallway, and I said, you gonna be my friend.
Oh my God.
And I did that for at least 4 days, maybe 5.
I mean, at this point in time in life, in hindsight, I think that was like mass stalkery, and I probably should have told. Mm-hmm. It's making me feel uncomfortable, like right now. She would like run down on me in the bathroom.
I would.
Girl.
I would.
Nevertheless, she just kept bothering me.
And she finally agreed to be like, fine,
Gina,
I'll be your friend.
Damn.
And that's legit how we became friends.
For real. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't even like that story, but it's for real. I tried to stop being her friend. The principal was like, look, Kiesha, you know, Serena, whatever, I ain't gonna tell her business what was going on, but, you know, she could really use a friend. I was in the office. I'm helping y'all. Why I gotta be the school therapist? She was like, yeah, so I'm gonna need you to go outside. I'm like, all right, I'll go outside. I wish I could stand up.
It was really sad.
It was so sad, yo.
Scene. It was very sad.
This raggedy, pretty ass little girl. We used to have our because it wasn't me. They had their recess out in the parking lot, and so like you know the bumper things to stop the car. What is it?
I don't know.
I'm be like when Miss Gladys be like, how you say? Oh, I should say Miss Gladys. Well, this African lady Serena did not like, and she used to always go to her people and be like, how you say? Well, my words be escaping the hell out of me. Anyway, what is it?
I don't know what it's called.
And you stop the cars.
I don't know.
In a parking lot, you stop the car with the. Okay. I really don't know. But
I don't either.
All right, well, the thing that you stop the car with, like that cement block thing that you don't want to hit if you got like a little Hyundai joint, right? Mm-hmm. So she got one leg up on it, walking, and then she turn around.
I remember that.
I'm so like, vividly. Come on, man. I remember that John vividly too.
I remember it so vividly.
For real. It gave me, I think that's the first time I ever learned grace. I can't go out here and be mean to this kid. She out here looking like she done lost her dog. Mad annoying. Nevertheless, what I will say is that from that moment, I felt a responsibility for her ass of sorts. Whether I liked it or whether I didn't, and whether I wanted to or whether I didn't, and usually I just don't, but I do. I love you. I care. I don't want you to ever be sad. And damn sure don't be in the parking lot or whatever that John called doing that, because that was just pitiful as shit. That's only a curse word I'm allowed to say because it's part of like the podcast.
That's cool. Shit is cool.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for you. But I can say I knew that I needed her. Like I expressed to her recently, I'd never done that before. Like I'd never approached somebody and said, you gonna be my friend.
I hope so. She was like 7.
Like nobody in my entire life.
In her entire 7 years.
Yeah. But I mean, even after, I've never done that, you know, but it was like her, like I just knew I needed her. And the divinity that was in me at that time, where I had no clue about it, knew that I needed to be persistent in letting her know that she was going to be my friend.
And to date, because not for nothing, this hasn't been the easiest of roads. We got times where I just stopped talking to her. And you will find out through this podcast why, and you might really find out why too.
Right, because I used to be like, I don't know, but she gonna be my friend again.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut down her. Like, if I'm not messing with you, I just. She'll like write me a letter, drop me a nice card. I mean, we had the same circle because she like infiltrated my circle. I couldn't even go to high school and get my own friends. Next thing I know, they're like, oh yeah, we met Serena in chorus. I'm like, her ass don't sing. Why is she going around talking about I'm Kiesha's friend? Oh, God.
I did.
Told it's other girls.
Nope. You were my girl.
No, don't.
Jesus God. You were
my girl. Why? But there is a why. And there is...
There's so many whys.
There is so many whys.
So many whys.
You know, and I tell people all the time, because... my tolerance of you throughout the years has been sometimes not at all, and sometimes, I don't know, a lot of times I'd be like, not at all. It's not you, it's me. It's not, because you're very loving and very like open with your feelings and stuff. Don't get too much when you're present.
Yeah, when I'm present.
Right.
Yeah.
And that I think makes me uncomfortable. Like you just never leave me. Oh, that makes me. Yeah.
I'm never gonna.
You know what? You bring me in and I go right back out. Like,
I'm never gonna leave you.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing to have a friend that just is like, and you'll ask why. And so throughout now, I'm starting to give you the why. You know, like if I don't answer my phone for a couple of days, I'm like, I'm just, you know, like I'm not gonna do that to you. Where before I'd be like, I talked to her in like 2 weeks. What do you want? And again, it really came from my own struggles with whatever I was struggling with at the time, because you know, sometimes you don't want the love. Like that's the crazy thing, is that I don't think that I wanted the love and understanding, because the pain was easier to deal with, not like feeling alone. Like, no, not feeling alone, but just feeling alone. And then, you know, like when you're a teenage girl, you just want to wallow. Yeah. As a 20-year-old girl, I just wanted to wallow. Like, you know, it was just like a long type of thing. We got like an amazing sound guy over here, engineer, freaking director extraordinaire, person, Tally. Yeah. Give me a tissue. You see me falling apart over here. Can you give me a tissue? And you just gonna let me fall apart.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we put that on set. Some tissues. We need some tissues.
Yeah.
Some tissues for sure.
Because I'm like a crier now, which is like so crazy, because like I think for so many years I just did not cry. And he's such a man. He's gonna bring me this roll of toilet paper. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. We always keep one on the table at my dad's house. But as with this conversation, this is going to be like a roller coaster. We good? We done messed you up? I done messed you up? No.
But I want to get back to your feelings. I'm so grateful that you share that with me. I am. And I've enjoyed so much watching your journey, like knowing about the pain and like knowing that that's how you used to operate, and now seeing you now, like, you know, I ain't gonna say I love to see you cry, but I love to see it. I love to see it come out.
I feel like you do.
I do, because I love to see it come out, because I know for so long it was like, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Get out my face, girl. You'd be like, no, I want to be in your face.
Get out my face, everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Right. Yeah.
I was shut down, girl.
Yeah.
Like, we were friends in school, but our dads were friends too.
That's crazy how they knew each other before we even knew each other too.
They used to be doing things over at Mr. Bell house. I don't know what they was doing. I know what they was doing. She know what they was doing. But now y'all don't need to know what they was doing, because my dad's a good Christian man. But she would like come over, and my dad would be like, "Oh, hey, babe, Serena's across the alley or whatever." I would be like, "So?" I'd be reading my books, I'd be watching my movies, I'd be eating my snacks, and I hope she don't think I'm going outside. Oh, well, maybe she could come in and watch TV with you. No, she'd be at the door. Hey, I'm at Mr. Bill's house. You want to come over? No. Never even went in people's house before. Oh, you want to play outside? No. Do you see me go outside in school? It was interesting. Very.
But what's crazy is, even with all of that, that never deterred me at all. Like, none of it deterred me.
He's resilient.
Oh, seriously. Like, tenacity on a million.
For real.
Like, I was never deterred by any of it. It was just almost like I was just like, whatever.
Thank you for that, though.
Yeah.
Because I need you too. And I didn't know that. And I didn't care to need you. Or anybody. It wasn't. Oh, I got tissue on my face? Thank you. See?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. I will pull it back together as quickly as it falls apart and then do it all over again.
But that's the thing about, like, with Spirit, and I'm so grateful because neither of us knew that at the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But it was like destined to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Everything it was all written.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our parents knew that we would need each other. Miss Flannery knew that we would need each other. Just to end up in that space together for so many years, not just elementary school, but then also high school, you know, and then be able to share in everything. I got like this mark on my back or whatever. I always got to do everything first. So I had a baby first, and I lost a parent first, and it just seems like after that, then you could come and have to experience that. And I just always thank God for my journey, and that I could be a support system to you, though not always as much as I should have been. But then you go through it, and then it's like you don't feel by yourself, or like you can't do it because if I could do it, then you could do it. Cause
you know, it was perfect. Don't feel like you weren't enough for me, because you were. You gave me what I needed when I needed it.
Yeah.
In every phase of the journey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I knew that when I was little, I used to be like, I want a sister so bad. Like, you know, and I had cousins, you know, that I'm close with, you know, but it was like, I need like that big sister, like, to like, you know, because I know me as a personality. I know myself. I'm very self-aware, right? So it's like, I know I need that, like, girl, you know, like, so that part about you I actually loved, because it was like I needed that, you know, and I trusted you. So it was like to be able to...
You don't trust me now?
No, I still do. I still do. But it's like I trusted you. So it was like, it was very easy for me to be like, well, she said I should do it like this, so she ain't gonna steer me wrong. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. And
sometimes I was steering her wrong, but not on purpose. It's just because I ain't know no better.
Listen, we still here.
For real.
We made it.
You know, and honestly, I think that I was so also like, girl, because I already had brothers and sisters.
You did.
You know, I was already the oldest. I was already under a lot of pressure. I was already like helping my dad raise my two sisters, and I'm just like, yo, man, like, girl, I'm washing clothes, I'm doing hair, I'm trying to I just don't have time. I don't have the time, and I don't have the space as a child. But then I was looking for this picture. I went to your 8th grade graduation, and for me to go back and go as like a kid, I was like, oh, look at me being supportive. I remember it. I was fat as hell. I had this green dress on. First of all, my titties was yo. It was wrong, yo. I gotta take a pause for the cause, because I got a breast reduction 20 years ago. Damn! 20 years ago. Yeah. That's when we lived together. That was the worst. We almost didn't make it here. That's for another day. That's for the day her ass gonna be crying. That's for another day. Let me tell you something. I know we gotta turn the mic down on that part, but Spock's fat as hell. But in hindsight, it probably was just the boobs. But that outfit I had on, I remember I took a picture with the 8th grade teacher, and my dad called her torpedo titties. It was just titties in the picture, just me and the short ass teacher. Oh, you remember her? She had short, dark. She just had these big titties.
Miss McDermott? Was she 8th grade?
Was it Miss McDermott? I can't remember her name. I did not like her. I don't know why I was standing in the picture with her. I think because she was your 8th grade picture too.
I think it was Miss McDermott.
Man, she probably not allowed to. I'm gonna just say it. No, she's not nice, this lady. Mm-mm. She was not.
She wasn't nice.
No. I guess she did her job because we got out. But we on the other side. But I ran across that picture recently, and I was like, oh, that's good. I don't think that I give myself enough credit sometimes because I just don't. I know people think, oh, yeah, Kanye ass, yeah, no, yeah, cause some stuff I'm just.
No,
Kanye,
you're an amazing human.
LeBron, but some stuff I'm not. And no, I feel like a lot of times, I told you I apologized to you recently. A lot of times I just feel like I just wasn't a good friend to you. So.
You are amazing.
My bad. You can't say I was amazing.
But I accept your apology. Okay, let me say.
Thank you.
I accept your apology.
Thank you.
I do.
Okay.
I accept your apology, and I understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
I understand your perspective of it.
Okay.
But I just want to let you know, and I appreciate that. But I don't feel. I've never looked for an apology for it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like I needed an apology.
That's probably why you got one.
Yeah.
Don't expect shit from me. Apologize. No. Apologize for what? I was a child.
Right. But seriously.
Yeah.
For real though.
No, but part of the journey and part of getting to where we are in our relationship now is being honest and starting to tell you the things that bothered me and why during certain chapters of our lives I was like, nah, man, I just can't. So I have to. Okay. Like I have to. Okay. And when I told you something really important recently and you received it so gracefully, that actually was like, I should do that more often. And I got to get there. I got to get there with everybody, probably everybody else. I just don't really, you and my husband, you, my husband, I think, shout out to the Hansons. But I'm starting to get there with him. I think the furthest in my journey is with you because I don't really know anybody as long as I've known you at this point in my life, except for my daddy, you know. So it's important for me to share with you the things that I know that I was wrong on. Okay. And for you, it's important for me also for you not to just be like it was okay because it wasn't. Okay. It wasn't. So.
Yeah. I will do that.
Thanks.
I will, and I appreciate it so. And this is just great.
It's too much for me.
It's not
having time for no emotional journeys every day.
Yeah.
It's too much.
But that's what happens when you get on the other side.
It is.
It really is.
It is the other side. It's so funny because where that name came from, Serena could probably tell the story better, but I remember we were having this deep conversation, and just this podcast came about because sometimes people don't understand why we're friends. I mean as hell. You know what I mean? It's like, why do you want to be her friend? She's like such an asshole. And then I'd be like cool off you all the time. So people be like, you did the commercial with Serena? You know? But it's because our conversations go to another place that I've never had a conversation like the conversations that we have, especially as we grow. I never meet anybody in a cosmic realm of understanding and trying to understand and just be better. And so I appreciate your presence in my life to help me be more free with that and to meet me there, because it's really lonely when you're on the other side and there's nobody else.
Nobody there.
Yeah, you're nobody there. You're like,
there.
this what space is like? Ain't no human life form up there. Shit. Oh, but at the same time, I'm not trying to go back to Earth. I'm not. Like, I'm not trying to go to. I don't want to dumb it down. I don't want to go to a place of not being exactly who I am. I don't want to do that. So this podcast came about because we wanted to share with each other, really. It's part of our healing journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of our healing journey.
Yeah.
With each other, and then with whoever, one person want to listen and they get something from it, then go ahead. It ain't costing us no money, and we gonna be on the phone anyway. So.
Right, so talking. Right.
I mean,
literally.
So we just like, all right, well, let's share.
Yeah, I agree. And like you said about the part of feeling alone, because for me, like, part of me always felt like I was alone in my free spiritedness, right? You know, because if people say, oh, girl, you're such a free spirit, you know, and now that gets it's like a good thing to be a free spirit. But 40 years ago, as a child being a free spirit, you know, it's like, oh, who do you think you is? You know, to be so free to want to be yourself. So I'm grateful to have you with me. Okay?
We all we got.
Right. Like, I'm so grateful that we get to be free, you know, and on this journey of being free, though, you know, you take on, or unfortunately I had took on a lot of people's perceptions and fears and projections, and kind of had this like idea that I couldn't be my free self. And it took me to a lot of places of, I'm going to use the term darkness, you know, like a lot of times I felt in a place of darkness. And I used to love, and still do, I love when I can share that with you and you understand it. And then when you ask me, or when I ask you like how you doing or what's going on, and we be like, whew, I'm on the other side, child. Mm-hmm. You know, like that's almost like our go-to phrase to know that, you know,
it's gonna be all right.
We good. Yeah. We're gonna be okay.
Yeah. So one day I guess I said it like, I don't know, I was on some Sprite smoked. I was on some weed. And I was like, yeah, Serena, so you know, on the other side, she said, She do that a lot, Eric's me. I was like, what? The other side. I love that. Stupid, yo. Yeah. So the other side, like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not still in the muck. I'm like, you know, like, get my feet clean. She's like, no, it's just, I love that. This was over a year ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, prior to.
Yeah.
Prior to 3 years ago.
Yeah. I think it was like during COVID time.
Yeah, it was
probably.
during COVID. It was during COVID.
Whatever year that was.
Because we don't know.
Seemed like the 80s. Should have been the 80s. That shit was weird. This shit's still weird.
Very.
This lady just asked me where my mask at on the elevator. I said, hell, listen. That's like ask me where my panties at. Mind your business. You got your mask on? Then we good. We ain't gonna talk about, we are not touching COVID on this goddamn podcast. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it no more. Whatever. Nevertheless, it has become one of our things. As a symbol of like, I got you, you got me, it's on the other side, we good, like, don't worry about it, it's just what it is. So the hope is that we don't have to be in space by ourselves too much longer, and that this podcast will encourage people to hold on to the people that hold on to them,
right,
and learn more, and acceptance, and then being free to like be yourself. La, which Serena happens to love, derived from it was open in a studio, really, and it was like easier. I felt like I was coming from another country and my name's like Bashkaba Shigaling Dang 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 instead of Kiesha. And I needed to make it easier for people. And in hindsight, though, I think that I was dropping everybody's perception of me. Because, God damn it. Shut up. You're not going to cry at all? That's the worst.
No, I'm going to have my moments.
I don't want to have the first moments. For once. I always want the first moments. But I don't want to have the first moments. I always have the first moments. So F it, right? Didn't I just say that? Okay, right.
Accept it.
So, I was always the mean one. Always the mouth. Like, if something go down, like, I I got it. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't always got it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't always want to have it. I just don't. And over the past 4 years with the studio being open and people calling me La, again, home, like, you know, I want the kids call me Aunt Kiesha. I'm Aunt Kiesha. Like, don't get it twisted. And, you know, at home, I'm Kiesha. And that's why this podcast, I'm Kiesha, because I'm the healing part.
Mm-hmm.
La is already on the other side. And this is a journey. And so I don't know what the hell I was talking about. I will lose track like a mother. Yo, bring me back.
Wait, your name and the studio.
Yeah.
In the hopes of the
and
podcast.
Just the box that I feel like I've been put in for so long, and I liked it there.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I liked it there, and I think that I started to realize that that's not who I am. And then every time somebody tried to direct me back to the box, I was like, that's not who I am anymore. Like, I'm not a bitch. I am. Listen. But I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not.
Mm-mm.
I do what I have to do to accomplish what I have to accomplish. But I'm not a bitch. I'm assertive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a bitch. I'm just not going to let people run all over me and say whatever the hell that they want to say. Like, I'm not a bitch, but I'm not going to work at your job for the rest of my life and, like, not have anything for myself. Like, I'm not doing that. And La is free.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never been more free and more at peace. Shut your ass up. I haven't. I've never been so free and so myself in finding out who I am. And to have like my dad and to have like my daughter, like, oh, you know, like, look at me and tilt their head like, oh, like Sierra's like, you're nice. Sierra, that's my baby. And she's like, oh, you're like a nice lady. And I'm like, call me no goddamn lady.
That nice lady funny as hell. That nice lady funny as hell.
Disrespectful as hell. You a nice lady. I know goddamn nice lady.
Nice lady.
Boy called me ma'am the other day. I said, I ain't your mama. Shit. You know, Kiesha will come out really fast. But I just thank you for loving me through every single phase of my life. I could call myself Tony. You're going to be like, what's up, Tony? What's up, Tony? Want to do a podcast? Like, just like, you know. Oh, and then another way the podcast came up is that Serena is, you did a speaking engagement.
Mm-hmm.
And we will talk about how that came up, because that was divine.
It was.
We replacing weird.
Yes.
I say everything weird. Everything weird, everything crazy, everybody crazy, everybody weird. We're going to save that for the people. But for things that happen that are supposed to happen, we are referring to them as divine. And I sat on that engagement. We talked about the podcast like a year ago.
March 3rd, to be exact.
March 3rd. She sent me a text message. We're going to drop that. Well, Tally going to drop that, John. So you can see that text message that we ain't telling no lies. Either you can make fake text messages and everything else these days. Just like butts. That's episode 2. I want one. I ain't get one. But next episode. Anyway. She did a beautiful speaking engagement about what it was called, What Love Has to Do with It. And I was there, but what was it about?
It was about self-love and your journey with it, you know, what it means to you. And I'm at a place in my life. I've always been very transparent. Like, I've never been ashamed of my story, my life, anything. Like, I talk to people about my life all the time. You know, I feel a great honor to be able to share my testimony with people in hopes that it will help them or let them know that they're not alone in their experience or something that they've gone through. So, you know, I've always been very transparent. And on this particular speaking engagement, I was just speaking about my self-love journey and the negative effects or the negative way that I looked at love for a very long time. And it wasn't until I really dug real deep in my healing journey to understand what that trauma that I experienced did and how I didn't love myself and didn't even want love. Like, I didn't want no parts of love. Like, the word love to me was traumatic. But it wasn't until I started this healing journey and actually had my firstborn, Jordan, that I knew what love was. And that's what the speaking engagement was about?
Well, I was watching it, and I think that joint was like 2 hours. I don't got no time for nothing. Let me tell you something. She be sending me 25-second videos. I'm not watching this. 25 seconds. What do I look like? I don't got nothing better to do. And then she be like, ha ha ha. I'm like, yeah, ha ha. And then later I send it to her. She's like, I sent you this last week. I'm like, oh, my bad. But anyway, I was in it. I was impressed. And never in my life did I think I'd be impressed by her ass talking. Because I was like, oh, you got some sense about yourself. Oh. All right, well, let me go and scoop this John up. Yeah, get this podcast popping.
You literally texted me, like, at the end of the speaking engagement.
I think it was during.
It was during, but it was like towards the end, and she was like, yeah, so, we need to just go ahead and do this.
Mm-hmm. What was the date?
That was February 26th.
February 26th. Mm-hmm. That was after that 2 going on, and everything and anything became possible in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very organic, and I don't like partners. My husband's my only partner. I don't. So many times we probably should have did stuff together. I'm just like, I don't want to, Serena. I don't want to work with you. I don't want to work with nobody. But
and I can honestly say for me, I can see why you wouldn't have wanted to from past experiences that we've had. Like
True.
that's a legit a legit reason. Like I wasn't the most reliable. I wasn't the most present,
responsible, timely.
Yeah, all of that. Like
aggressive.
Yeah, all of it. So,
your work ethics be slacking. I'm a worker.
She right. So I could definitely see why it would be like, I don't know if I want to do this with you, but I'm glad that, the work I've been doing has been seen and you were able to see it. And it's
100%.
Like, yeah, like
100%.
I'm ready to go. You know what I mean?
I see the work on you daily.
Thank you.
Daily.
Thank you.
Because so many times you haven't been present. Now I know why. Now I know why. So it might be like I might need you and you don't feel me. Like I might be feeling some type of way and it's due to your situation and you don't feel me. But recently, you felt me, you acknowledged it, you corrected it, you apologized and moved on. Done. I said, well. Okay then. And I think I told you that made me not have to react. That I was comfortable that you would handle it to the point where I did not feel the need to handle it. And I'm realizing that a lot of times, what
just happened?
God.
Continue. Give it to me.
It ain't for you.
Give it to me.
It ain't for you. A lot of times I realized that my reactions were bad because people weren't giving me what I need. And so I was like, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna get it. Oh, you don't see this. All right. I'm gonna blow this John up then. I'm blowed up. I'm gonna make you see it.
Blow it up, she did.
Yeah. I should probably apologize for it, but I'm not. I just feel like if you can't see me, what that damn person said, look at me. Not like that. It's more like, but this is like, look, you see, you gotta see. But the fact that your eyes are wide open is a testament to your journey, and it really is a beautiful thing to watch you become assertive. Now, I be telling you, you need to jump out the tub butt naked on.
Yo, that was one of the funniest. I laughed so hard at that.
But you do it your way. That's a story for another day. But sometimes I get real bad advice. I mean, I'm glad you know, and I was serious though.
You was dead ass
I was serious.
That's what made it so funny.
I was serious. It's like, later I was like, ooh, that's not really how you handle that. But I've done that. What you want me to do?
But it probably would have worked for me.
I
may use that in another instance. I feel assertive enough now to use that advice.
Take a swing like what you said. I know you ain't talking to me.
To use it in a different time. I think I might still use that.
That's good. It's nice to see you I don't know what that is. I gotta try to remember that. I don't know. Well, for the people listening at home, it was a shirty dang dang, like a shoulder titty pop thing. I don't know. Go look at the damn YouTube. Yeah. But it was a ding, like a. It is nice because times where I didn't want to be your friend or wasn't your friend are times that I felt that you ignored my feelings. And because I wasn't vocal about it, because I couldn't be, because I didn't have the words. When I'm mad, oh please, yo, I was a sailor, yo. Woo, my Christmas was fire. I got them from Levon. I can express myself. But when I'm hurt, I have no words. So now we're able to like meet in the middle space where I feel like if you hurt me and you don't realize, I could come to you and I could tell you and you will acknowledge it, explain it, and we can move on from there versus me needing to like not F with you for a year.
And I love that because honestly, genuinely, and now that I'm more aware, I can see how you felt that because my intention was never that. Like, I really couldn't see. And I know you'd be like, girl, how could you not see that? But it's like, I really could not.
You were saving yourself.
Yeah.
You put your mask on first.
I did.
Your ass let me die. I'm going down in the airplane. She's sitting in there like, excuse me, ma'am. Got some peanuts? Excuse me. You got any more of those neck pillows? And I'm going down in the goddamn plane. But now I know that, you know.
Yeah, I did.
Now I know why, too. I know why.
Yeah.
It's always the why that helps you give somebody else grace. And I think that's what we're learning.
Grace.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's my favorite new word.
Me too.
And I'm not just with other people, but also very much with myself. I think more with myself than with other people. And by me giving the grace to myself that I give to other people. Because I'm hard on everybody. But I'm the hardest on myself. I talk the words and I used to always be like, nah, I gotta talk to myself like this. And it's like, but if somebody else said that to me, I would like fall apart. So how dare I speak to myself the way I thought that I needed to be motivated and encouraged? That wasn't right.
And you taught me that. Like you in recent times, you've been like, be nicer to yourself. Like don't say that,
Yeah.
Be nicer. And that's helped me tremendously. Because I'm like, she right. Like I did the same thing. Like I wouldn't tell somebody else this, and I'm always encouraging and uplifting and sending somebody else inspirational quotes and verses and scripture and all of that. And it's like, girl, you gotta do that to yourself right now.
I know. Loving and understanding and all kinds of stuff, and we gotta give that.
Yeah, we do.
So, if y'all made it through, the other side that y'all about to get into, is
it's gonna be great.
It is gonna be great.
It is. It's gonna be a ton of fun. With all these experiences and growth and all that, we've had a shit ton of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. We have a lot of funny stories, a lot of insiders we're gonna be sharing.
Yeah.
Finally sharing with people about our little insiders and whatnot. But like this podcast. It's been a long time coming, and it is in perfect timing. I mean, it's just the perfect timing.
It is.
Because healing is not linear, right? So we've arrived at this place that we're at, which is beautiful. It is beautiful, and we can breathe. It's like now we can breathe now.
I'm gonna do you. No joke, yo.
We can breathe.
For real.
We can breathe now, and our past doesn't have so much of a hold on us because we're so much looking forward to the now and the future.
Yeah.
And this podcast, I know Kiesha explained, what it means for her and what she's hoping it does, but I wanted to reach people where they are, to encourage them, to let you know, listen, you may feel like you in all your mess.
You are.
Seriously, you are.
And you are.
You are, but
And we still are.
We still right.
Yeah, we ain't out here talking about, oh yeah, we're the other side, and we're so amazing, it's so great. Cause she probably gonna get on my nerves when we get this done, and then we gonna film another one, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, all right, Serena,
for sure.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
And we want you to come with us in hopes that you too can get to the other side.
Yeah.
You know?
Open yourself up. Be your true, most authentic self, no matter what anybody thinks. And I think that's what held us back, and we didn't do it for so long, is the judgment.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because we used to say we didn't care, but we care. I found out I cared.
Yo, I
used to say I didn't care.
I was the I don't care queen. I think I said I don't care this morning.
But
I was the I don't care queen, and I just really care. I care, and I think that's where my anger was based in, my caring and not feeling cared for. And yeah, this podcast is going to be full of love. It's going to be full of crazy stuff. It's going to be full of turmoil. We're going to bring our husbands on. We're going to bring our daughters on. I'll see if I can get my dad on, her crazy mom.
Oh,
we'll see.
Ooh, Jesus.
We ain't healed enough. No. Becoming parents and seeing what they've gone through is very rewarding. And I tell my dad all the time, like, thank you.
Heck yeah.
Because it's not, did y'all just hear that in the mic? That's because Serena don't know how to drink nothing without making a lot of noise. Nevertheless, this podcast is going to be full of me being irked.
And full of me laughing.
But the best part about it is that we found the door to the other side.
The door.
Yeah. It was lots of steps. And there's still lots of steps to go. But I done banged. I was trying to hold the girl hand. Oh no.
You.
Go to the YouTube to see what just happened. I was trying to be nice, and then I like made a loud boom. But okay. Dying, holding her hand. No, but seriously, thank you for being in this universe with me in this time and space, and being open enough to stop smiling like that, dog. God. Thank y'all for being on the other side.
I love her so much.
Of this bullshit. Tune in for episode 2. What's episode 2? Shit. I got the chords.
Somewhere.
Episode 2 is I got my own problems, buddy.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good one. I got my own problems, buddy. It's a good one.
We will see y'all next week. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy and your space with us. And tell us what y'all think in the comments below. Like, we could take it. If y'all don't like it, we was like mad boring or whatever, I'm cool with that. You know, I need less energy. She need more. Opposite. We ugly.
No. Never.
That was a joke. We'll see y'all next week. We finished our first episode. Yes.